All right. Can everybody hear us? Can we hear us? Have we begun?
We have begun.
We're on? Okay, excellent.
We are, yes.
Welcome to Well Lit Paranormal.
That was a bit scary.
It is scary. This is Sean Geeksvana. He is in the UK. I'm told that... and I'm Ken Herron. I'm told that this is a good time for Europeans to watch. What time is it there, sir?
It's 6 p.m. here in the UK, so 7 p.m. in parts of Europe and 8 p.m. in other parts of Europe.
Okay, good. So, yeah, that's a good time. It's noon here in the United States.
Nice.
All right, so today, we've got some great footage from a bunch of people that you guys will have to decide, is it real or is it not real? There's some good evidence that we are going to present to you today. If you are a paranormal group and you would like to be featured on the show, you got some great footage that you want to share, you captured a ghost, well, send it here. wellit.paranormal@gmail.com. Whenever I put that echo on, why do I always want to go?
Hollywood, I think, is
Wait, big crescendo finish. Yeah. Ah, that was so good. Welcome,
nice
everybody.
payoff.
Yeah. All right. So, Sean, what do we got coming up on the show today?
Well, on the show today, we've got coming up some orbs, some UFOs, and we have a ghost. The ghost, well, there's no other way of putting it. The ghost is on the toilet. Okay, we have a toilet ghost coming up. And then we have from people close to you, actually, in Tennessee, actually wondering if they've caught an actual ghost on camera. So, which we'll have to let the audience decide.
Bop, 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 bop. I think your voice to audio ratio is a little off. Go like bop, bop, bop.
A bop, bop, bop.
It is off, isn't it, guys?
Do bop, do bop.
Is my voice matching the audio? Because that's maddening. Even more maddening than someone who is triggered by one of my cords being longer than the other. Let me go ahead and fix that. Because some people are. Some people, I can't watch this stream because his cords don't match. All right, there we go.
What about if I wear my glasses like slightly off?
Yeah.
Like that as well.
Okay.
The entire stream.
Yeah, so Brett Baker says, it's off. Are you doing anything different? You know what? I'm going to have to call you back, Sean. Okay, bye. And he gone. It's just us. Maybe that's the only thing I can think that is doing this. And I don't want anybody to be driven mad. Let's try to call him again. God, that's loud. That's just loud. All right.
Speech is currently unavailable.
What?
Please leave a message.
Please hold. Your viewership is important to us. Please stay on the line. Sean, do not call me. I will lose my mind. Anyone who's ever on the show with me, don't Skype me. Just don't do it. Ever, please. I'm going to get a copyright strike for Chuck Mangione. Sean, you there?
A strange picture at the moment, but I know what the problem is. If you can give me 5 minutes and call back, I think it will be solved.
I can kill 5 minutes. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right. So it's just us cool people. I tell you what I'll do. I have some ghost footage. And if you guys have any questions in the chat, just feel free to ask. This is Well Lit Paranormal, by the way. I don't know if I don't think I do. Yeah, this is a new channel. I can't have memberships on this channel, but if you want to join my main channel, YouTube channel, then that would help this channel. Because it's kind of all in the same thing. All right, let me see if I can find this video for you. And again, I'm looking at the chat if anybody has a question. But I caught a ghost Someone said I caught a ghost on my security cam at my old job. Let's see if I can find that. This channel is lit. Shot Shiroman. Ramzad. Oh my gosh. You must be from somewhere where they have umlauts in. Let me see here. Anyway, haven't set up our second actual investigation yet. Kelly will be going with me. Kelly Green will be going with me. I can't find it. I can't find that video. I'm usually so prepared. But you guys kind of like train wrecks, don't you? Let's just go to the split screen where we can see the chitty chat. How did you stream so fast? Weren't you just in Memphis on Instagram? Yeah, in fact, just a few minutes ago, I was a couple miles away down at the park test flying my Super G quad. So yeah, we raced back here to start the stream. And yes, I was in Memphis yesterday. In fact, there's a few drone people in here, no doubt, right? All right, I'll go ahead and share this with you. This is exclusive. I'm going to show you some footage of what I did with my Phantom yesterday. Yeah, this is it. Hold on. I filmed me dropping fruit into the propellers at 10,000 frames a second. So enjoy this. This is just raw footage, but you can see. Is it that cool as hell? So that's my next video that I'm gonna present to you. Now let's see if Sean is ready. He's ready. Okay, I'm gonna call him because I did tell him not to call me, which is good. God, it's loud. Sorry about that. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
All right. What was the problem?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I decided to switch out to my backup camera, and that seemed to fix it straight away. So
okay,
so I'm just on a webcam at the moment.
So
sorry about that.
You're using your backup camera now.
Yes, that's right.
So you're standing behind your car.
Standing behind my what?
That took a minute. Yes. That was a joke grenade. You pull the pin on the joke, yes. You throw it, you wait a couple seconds for the dude to think about it, then you get it. All right. Well, you look fine. You look wonderful, and I appreciate you co-hosting.
I look a bit more ghostly.
You do look a little ghostly.
Ooh, my white balance is set up for my SLR camera.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can put some echo on you. All right. Go ahead. Go. Woo.
Ooh, I'm a scary English person.
You are a scary. Oh wait, no. Okay. All right, now go.
Oh, my own echo. There you go.
All right, yeah, that was fun.
That's all you get.
All right, so what are we going to start with here?
Well, I think we should start with one of our viewers in Scotland, who has basically she's had some phenomena happening in and around her property.
Is this it?
For the last few years? Yes, that's one of them.
Oh, okay.
She's gone from believing they're orbs to wondering if they could even be UFOs, or of course UFOs are always now drones. Of course, whenever anybody sees the UFO,
right.
It must be a drone. But this is one of her earlier recordings showing what she feels is an orb in the sky. So if you expand that to the full screen, you'll be able to see it better.
Yes, I'll do that. But where are we starting this? At what time code?
On the first one, 1:30 to 3:30, anywhere in that little zone you can sort of zip through. But there's a bit more of an explanation just there. So yeah, if
right here?
A little bit before that, perfect.
Right
perfect.
There? Okay. Well, let's check this out. Is there any audio, or there's no audio?
Not on this one.
Okay. Orb. So are we talking about this?
On this one, no. It's actually the orb to the left.
This one.
Which I've already debunked.
Okay. This is the sun.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
That's the moon.
Okay.
That's
and just
moon.
To pause it, this is a refraction on the lens from the sun.
100%.
And then this over here, as you can see, that it went in front of the tree.
Which bit?
We're looking at this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is the orb in question.
Indeed.
Okay. By the way, I'll just say I'm not immediately poo-pooing everything. If you just joined us, I am a skeptic. And do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I believe in the paranormal. I don't know whether I would label ghosts as something specifically, but there's definitely something paranormal going on.
Okay, so I'm the skeptic. I've yet to see a ghost. I tend to believe that it's more likely that we'll have visitors from other planets before we discover if there's ghosts. I would like to see a ghost. Sure, I'd like to be hopeful that there's something else after we die, but that said, I'm not poo-pooing everything people send in, but I will look for a logical explanation.
Yeah, and it's worth explaining very briefly that we do set these things up with the people that that very kindly allow us to share it. They know that we're going to be ridiculing it because they want the truth as well. And right. Most people in the paranormal world are happy to have their work critiqued. And this one in particular is literally just a viewer. She doesn't run a YouTube channel or anything.
Okay, yeah. So I think most of the people that send in videos or post videos about this stuff would like it to be real. You know, because who wouldn't want to catch a leprechaun or something, right?
Yeah.
But I can tell you that we're going to offer a logical explanation. And from what I can see...
I like that you chose a leprechaun.
Well, they're just as real as ghosts to me. So this right, and you guys can see my mouse, right? Okay.
Yes.
This right here is also just a lens thing. And you can tell... I don't
think it is.
Because it's going in front... Watch this in conjunction with this, and this will go in front of the tree, which shows it's on the lens. You see? It doesn't change its distance from the sun.
I think it went behind, but actually I thought slightly earlier, around 1/22 where you started playing it, I thought I saw a navigation light flashing.
Okay, what are people in the chat saying?
Elsmek had said that's an aeroplane.
An airplane? Okay, well, let's watch it again.
You just see a
yes, it is moving on its own.
You can see a navigation light, can't you?
You can. It's very low resolution.
Yes.
You can. It's flickering. And you're right. How does it look like it's going? Is it going behind the tree?
Might be the old cell phone.
Yeah, you know what? Could be a flip phone.
Yeah, because that was from 4 years ago.
Like 480 by 240 or something resolution, but... All right, let's see. Yeah. It might have gone behind the... Anyway, do we have anything else on here?
Not on that particular one, no. There's just rehashings of the same one. The second video,
well, I hope
she does have a bit of a voiceover.
All right, I hope that we've offered a good explanation that would satisfy them.
Yeah.
So, all right, the second one... All right, let me bring that up. Should I play from the beginning, or?
Yep, you can start it from the beginning. This one does have a voiceover.
All right. Oh, do you hear that ghost truck going by? All right. Yeah, people are saying that's an airplane. Okay. All right, so here is... This, and this is another orb?
Yes, that's right.
All right.
Her journey has been from orb to UFO to drone and back to orb.
I got you.
Hello, everybody. As you can see, this video was taken September 23rd, 2016. I live in the middle of nowhere in a scattered community, which means it's mainly countryside with the occasional farmhouse, country cottage, many miles apart. So there's not much going on here, except for the fact that the last 4 weeks I've been noticing orange and white orbs in the night sky every single night. To date, this is probably the best video I have taken, and it's because that orb you're watching now was a lot lower and a lot closer, so I've decided now's the time to start YouTubing these experiences I'm having, I have a lot more pictures and videos to put on YouTube, which I will do shortly. But I thought I'd start off with this one.
All right. It's blinking regularly as if it's a tower light. And she's just zoomed up on it too much because you can see the pixelization.
Yes. The issue is that it's that they live in the middle of nowhere in Scotland. And I mean the middle of nowhere, and so they don't have any light pollution, that type of thing, from anywhere around. And one of the conversations I've had with this lady, who's very, very nice and really does want an explanation, is that once you notice something in the sky, like they did with the first orb, which was clearly an aircraft, you begin to start noticing everything in the sky that was there already, but now you notice it because you're looking for it. Right. It's a bit like if you decide you're going to buy a BMW 3 Series, suddenly you see BMW 3 Series parked everywhere.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
because your brain's now looking for them.
Right.
And I think that does happen with this type of paranormal sighting. We have also identified an RAF base within 40 miles of where they are. So of course, that could quite easily be it.
Do you see how it looks kind of like a cell with a but this is an aspect of photography that distorts an image when it gets too. If it's too far away and if you're zooming in on it too much, the camera doesn't know what to really do with it. It's almost like you have a raindrop on a lens and you focus past it. You know what I mean? Like it's
yes, completely.
Yeah. Does she have any more audio on here?
Intelligence. It's obviously changing color from a blinking red to a solid white. They don't make any sound, by the way.
I wish she would zoom out and give it some context. That's what you really need to do, because as it is, it could be anything. But I tell you what is it? Akira Show said it's UFOs are flown by ghosts. I don't know if this is common knowledge, but I'm telling you now, that is a fact. That's science. UFOs are flown by ghosts.
Absolutely. Hard fact.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sending that in. Appreciate it. What was there? Did she doesn't want her name?
She doesn't want her name, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to send something in, you can send it here. welllitparanormal@gmail.com. If you're a paranormal group and you got some really great evidence that you want us to check out and share, then send it here. welllitparanormal@gmail.com. What are people saying? Somebody said, Agent K said it might be a lighthouse. Although, did she mention how high up in the sky it was?
Well, that one was lower within what she perceives. Of course, it's nighttime in the middle of nowhere in Scotland, and in the middle of nowhere in Scotland, there really is nothing around. Only a few hundred feet out, and a 400 to 500 feet up. But again, that's her perception, which she also recognizes. She is a professional lady. She has a very important job, actually, and she recognizes that her perception might not be the reality that her brain is giving her. So she's very open to what's going on.
Okay, cool. Well, it doesn't appear to be anything you need to be afraid of.
No, I agree.
It has a terrestrial explanation, no doubt. Although, being in Scotland, it could be the ghost baby of the Loch Ness Monster. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here.
It could be.
It could be anything, yeah. What do we got next?
That was very specific.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was just really... The next thing is from Dean... D.D. Johnson's Twitter feed, which is basically showing... Moving on from where that particular lady has seen... what she believes is ghosts, ghost orbs, moving on to UFOs, then drones. Well, it seems other people in high places are perhaps thinking that UFOs need a little bit more investigation. And there has been the reintroduction of an unidentified aerial phenomena task force, which is going to be very interesting to see what they pull up, which, of course, is a US government-based Department of Defense run system. I think it's going to be interesting to see what kind of things they pull up. Of course, they're not looking for little green men. Of course, they're looking for little Chinese people in aircraft spying over
no, but
cities.
I mean that's a good thing. Although anytime you say unidentified flying object or unidentified aerial phenomena,
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna go right to UFOs, you know.
You
but
are.
it's
You are.
actually a good thing. I'm fine with, as a taxpayer, my money going towards this, because you never know what kind of shenanigans other countries are up to, or
Yes.
you know, as much technology is coming out of China, you know, China's got, you know, other countries have drones that can, propeller-driven drones that can travel halfway across the world. You know, they exist.
Yeah. Well, there was a drone boat which is washed up on the North Shore of the UK, which no one will take ownership of.
Oh,
They're made only by an American supplier and sold to the US and the UK, but it appears another country has cloned it and basically had it floating around as it's a stealth drone boat, basically.
Armando Garcia, about time I got one of these lives. Hey, Ken, how's it going? It's going great. Thanks for asking, Armando. Appreciate it. Just don't tell anybody else, but you're my favorite. All right.
Akirasho is actually saying in the chat, nav lights on a Boeing CH-47 Chinook look like a UFO at night. And that's exactly what I've been giving feedback to that particular lady, because we did work out that she lives about 40 miles from an RAF base. So all of her lights could quite easily be from there. And of course, they being in the middle of Scotland with no flight restrictions, they could easily all be from that base, basically.
Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. What in the blazes is this?
Okay, we have the bathroom ghost. If you remember in last week's show, Ken was talking about one of the pieces of tech that he quite likes is one of the TV companies use some software which shows a ghost as a stick figure.
Yes.
It works out, okay, the ghost is actually stood over there. And it does look quite cool.
Yeah.
Of course, as with anything which is extremely expensive and used by TV companies, there's a cheaper version. And this chap downloaded an app which claims to do the same thing. And because he felt like his bathroom was haunted, basically.
It's haunted. My bathroom's haunted with the ghosts of poops past. Ooh, is that a burrito? Yeah. All right. So, all right. This piece of he laid his phone on the toilet.
That I think it was when he was doing the EVP. You'll see him holding his tablet in a minute.
All right. This is from Harding's Ghost Hunters. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and like that video.
Nice.
Thank you. Should we comment? Should we comment before we watch it?
Let's.
All right. What do you want to say? All right. Somebody in the chat give me a comment, and I'll just cut and paste it over there. You guys think about your comment, okay? But I will say, vertical video is the scariest thing I've had on this channel. So
get used to it with the paranormal community. It seems to be.
Oh Lord! All right. So what do we get? What time should we start this? It's 8 minutes long.
I think you can start it from fairly early on. I don't have a timestamp on this one, so I think most of it was quite interesting.
All right. We'll start with the dude. Here we go.
His audio is scary.
It is scary. Is he speaking the Queen's English? Is that what it is?
A version of it, yes.
Okay. Where is he from?
I believe it's Wales.
Oh, okay. No offense, Wales, but my American ear can't translate.
There's previous versions where he's found the stick man.
Let me see if I can't.
The left is clearer than the right.
Yeah.
By some degree.
Am I? You guys can't hear the left and right separation, can you? That I'm doing.
No.
No, because it's
just comes and goes.
Streaming in mono. All right. So, all right. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't stand the static. I just can't.
Yeah.
So let's flip through his vertical video.
Okay, you're coming up to it now.
Where?
A little bit further.
A little bit further. Okay, I don't want to watch 8 minutes of this dude's toilet. No offense, dude. You got
now.
Okay, you got a great toilet. Where? Right around here?
It's an awesome toilet. There you go.
I'll start 4 minutes. We'll see what's going on.
Indeed.
I saw a dog. Did you see a dog? Did you see the
He
ghost
did.
dog?
So he's now got the app running on his tablet. And now he's looking for a ghost in his
Why is the
bathroom.
audio so horrible?
I heard you last night and last week, so can you please show yourself, Spirit? Don't you be shy, Spirit.
I like that he's using his phone to record his
Show
tablet.
yourself, Spirit, if you're in here. You are here somewhere.
When does it happen?
The payoff is coming.
Okay.
Alright, check in the bedroom.
Because this audio is giving me a cluster migraine.
Yeah, fast forward.
Bedroom window so far.
Sorry, everybody in the chat. All right, where? Oh, wait.
Here by the bike where we
Oh.
were before.
Oh, no, that was a bike. What are we looking for? A shadow man?
We're looking for the stick man in the bathroom.
Stick man.
Not in the bedroom.
Is it towards the end, maybe?
If you're
It must
in
be.
here, Spirit,
I thought it was
can you
actually at the
please show
beginning, to be
yourself?
fair.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
Spirit is-
okay.
Speak to me, what's your name?
Here's the payoff.
Feels like the spirit is playing around with it, eh? See, this is the bathroom ghost. The one I always hear every night. But yeah, I knew it
Yeah.
was there.
An app with this, you see it's moving with the device, which is
And he's got-
Yeah.
No good.
He is aware of the comedic value.
okay. Good. I hope that he didn't pay for this app.
Can you
I
check
believe so, but I believe it was a few pound rather than hundreds or anything.
something for me, Spirit?
It did look like he was sitting on the toilet for a minute. I tell you
I
what, though.
think it took the toilet roll as the head, and then the phone as where the leg would be. I think it's picking those. It's actually picking physical things up. It's certainly not
If you're here, Spirit.
anything deeper like the TV version.
if there's anywhere in the house where you're gonna have the shit scared out of you, this is probably the best place.
If you're here, Spirit, can you let yourself know if you're here, Spirit? Can you touch the rod pop for me?
Is
and
that
that's pretty
it?
much the end of it.
Okay.
He's trying to get his EMF working, but
All
it
right.
never does.
All right.
Strangely, the ghost never speaks to him.
Thank you for sending this in. That is interesting. I didn't know that app existed, but of course it does because everything's an app now. Let me know in the chat what you think. I already know what you think about the audio, so we don't have to disparage this guy. But let me know in the chat your thoughts, Sean.
I think it is a cheap app that someone has made to perhaps take some money from some good honest people that think they might have a ghost and don't want to pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds for the versions of software that the TV companies use, and it comes up kind of with the same thing, and it's just matching physical things. So I think it took the toilet roll as the head, and then the toilet as the body, and the phone on the toilet as a leg. So that's where I think it. I just thought it was actually quite funny that he managed to get it on the toilet. So
Yeah.
I have named that one the Elvis Ghost myself. So
I see what you did there. By the way, Droning On is watching. He says that sounds like a Bristol accent.
yeah,
Does that mean anything to
He's
you?
currently in Wales, but it does sound Bristol.
What is mimic a Bristol accent for me?
Well, Ash is actually from Bristol, so he's a posh version of Bristol. So
Oh.
it's kind of like going across the a little bit West Country, but it's not really there because Bristol's got its own. Bristol is right between the sort of the West Country and Wales.
Isn't it
So
great that we're not all the same and we don't all talk the same? I think that's great.
It's wonderful. Yes.
Because how boring would it be if everybody just a quick aside, if everybody in the world was the same, they thought the same, they agreed on everything, they looked the same, they had the same skin color, it would be boring as hell. But you guys in Europe, you can distinguish, especially in the UK, you can distinguish the different regions of accents, just like I can do in this country. Like a southern
although-
accent to you from anywhere. Like you can say, here's Texas. This is East Texas right here. This is what East Texas sounds like. But if you go a little bit north, this is North Carolina or South Carolina. This is what South Carolina sounds like. It's very different isms like that to your ear, because I can tell you that Kelly Green Our buddy Kelly Green. Doesn't matter if you're from Bristol, Birmingham, London, Wales. It all sounds, hello, governor, to him.
Dick Van Dyke-esque, isn't he?
It all sounds like Dick Van Dyke.
He's on Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Hello, Mary Poppins.
Right. Okay, so, well, that was the toilet ghost.
The next one you actually need to skip because I put it in the wrong place. It's actually on. It should be at the end of the next ones, if that makes sense. So the next link where it says about the wisp, that's actually the next people.
Oh,
I cut and paste. That's the wrong place.
So we shouldn't share that one? To hell with
Not
them?
yet. That one goes at the end of
Okay.
these 3 videos.
All right,
yeah.
so we're going. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So these are all links are. The next 3 after that were toilet stuff.
No, the next 3 after that are from Urban Ghost Hunters. There are a couple of ghost hunters in Tennessee.
Okay.
And they're really cool guys. I've had a long chat with them. And one is a skeptic, one is a believer. So it's fairly.
Can I
similar to
guess?
us.
Hold on. Can I guess which is which?
I don't actually know. So yes,
Okay.
please do.
I'm just gonna guess that. This dude with the glasses is a skeptic,
Okay.
and this guy's a believer.
Okay.
And part of my reasoning for that is complete generalization. But people can generalize about me, right? I mean, what can you figure out just by looking at me? What can you figure out, right? Single, not a fashionista.
Oh.
I'm a little doughy, so I probably eat like a 12-year-old. I got 70s porn paneling for a set. These are things you can figure out pretty quick. Let's
that also describes half our audience.
well, yeah, I'm in good company. So let's pick apart Sean. What can we guess? No, we're not gonna.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah,
Obviously, an Olympic athlete.
clearly. If sumo is in the Olympics. All right. So moving on.
Oh, hang on, my Skype seems to be failing.
Is it?
Hello?
Hello. All right. That didn't make you mad, did it?
Yes.
Did it?
That's hurt me forever now. I'll never be the same.
All right. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that I was fat.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying that you're athletic.
A different kind of athlete.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
So
Thank
these
you.
guys,
Yeah.
these guys are in Tennessee.
They are indeed. So.
All right. And
this is a haunted mausoleum which they visited a few times. If you go to 15 minutes on this particular video,
15.
unless you want to watch the first 15 minutes, it's up to you. No.
Well, you know, I mean, no offense, but all right. Let's see here.
We're still about a minute early, but yeah.
Is there any bad language?
No, I don't believe so. Not on the bits that I watched.
All right. And what? Give us some context. What is this place? There's a mausoleum.
This is a partly abandoned mausoleum which has fallen into a little bit of disrepair. Parts of it, as you can see here, are still very nice.
Well, we're good.
But obviously, being a mausoleum, it's one of those places that people feel is
Just checking out this place.
is haunted.
Legwork says, Sean's like me, big boned.
Yeah, me and Legwork are like twins. If you remember, we were on your 24-hour charity stream.
Yeah, that's right.
We were literally like twins. Yeah.
By the way, that was a porn title that I tried to rent in the 80s. Big boned. Come on, we're all adults here, aren't we? There's no kids watching, right?
Very good.
Might as well. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. So there it is. We actually broke down, thanks to Marco.
Marco Santucci from, Darklands Paranormal?
Actually hooked us up with an actual Banshee box. And
Could you pause it there a second?
Yeah, a what box?
This is what's called a Banshee box. Now, basically the issue that some paranormal activity investigators have is that the apps, especially the most popular ones, they are designed to listen for the voices of the departed, of course, and the EVPs they pick up, they match them to pre-recorded sounds. So the app maker has put all sorts of scary words in there, and people's names, Bill, and this sort of thing, said with scary voices. And then when the app hears something in static or of course, ghost that sounds similar, it will play it, but it will play the voice, the pre-recorded voice. It won't, of course, play the actual static. This is what's called a Banshee box, which is being developed by a couple of the very big paranormal channels, and they got their hands on the third iteration of it.
So-
and the idea
so-
is that they're trying to pick up the EVP activity without any kind of mess. Basically, they're
Okay,
trying
so
to get
the-
real results.
The interface for the ghosts would be to use their energy to activate the words that are pre-recorded in there.
Yes, exactly. But this one, the Banshee box, is actually is trying to get rid of all of that. It's been designed to pick up the EVP and record it and broadcast it in a more pure fashion, basically.
I have to. I keep looking at the chat. You guys are funny. Akarasho, I'm such a child. Thank you. I wouldn't even say it.
No, thank you. That's funny.
Yeah, just look at. Thank you. You guys are hilarious. All right, back over to here because I could. Just to let you know, if you want to do a live stream on YouTube and you think, how can I fill an hour? I could literally stay on here. If this chair had a hole in it, I could stay in here for days on end just talking about whatever, as long as I had another person with me to talk off. But I am that ADHD. All right, moving on.
So this is the Banshee box, which they've only just got hold of, so they haven't really got completely to grips with it yet.
We're actually really good. We're really happy to try it out. But that's, a lot of people do happen to use like a stored word bank through an app, through a tablet or laptop. We're not ever going to do that. We're only going to run it through the Ghost Box. That way, it can't be debunked as being, stored words.
Is there a place in here where they hear something?
Yeah, they test it. They're trying out the new equipment at 18 minutes and 50. Headphone warning because there is a lot of clicking and clacking that this thing makes.
Okay. So if I had one of those, I would record my own voice in there, or
No. This is to get away from that. The ones that most people use is an app, which I've actually downloaded myself to play with, and it will play pre-recorded voices out when it recognizes similar sounds that it picks up. This one is supposed to be the pure one that's only going to pick up the radio signals.
I don't know exactly how loud this is going to be, but this is our first time trying to use it.
I think that noise would scare most ghosts off.
by the way, doesn't it look like something off of a Ford distributor? The wires.
Yeah.
These equipment that, I mean, it's great that we're all like, cutting edge and they're coming up with new stuff, but it's always like just 3D printed wires duct taped on. I mean, that's exactly. Leading edge innovation right there.
Yeah, and as Armando Garcia is saying, it's a scanner box basically.
Audio Geek says sounds like GPS interference in my quad.
That's what I forgot to look at. I was going to mark the settings today.
Now I'll let everybody know watching that this channel isn't monetized, but if you feel so compelled, like if you're just like, well, damn it, I really wanted to super chat, or man, why can't I give Ken money? Well, you can. You can. Feel free to join my other channel.
Yeah, we're trying out this new equipment here.
All right. So, do they catch any voices at somewhere?
No, they don't catch any voices. But if you go back to the previous link, which is the one I put in the wrong place, if you remember, the one that says
yes.
the encounter. This is from the same channel, and these guys are great fun. They're very responsive. They're very good with their audience as well, actually.
All right.
And they have a lot of fun in what they're doing.
This one?
If you put this to about 17 minutes and 10 seconds, and we're going to get what they believe could be a ghost corn camera. So
I see.
A little bit further back.
Back?
Perfect.
Right here.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, okay.
A little bit further?
A bit too far back, but that's perfect.
All right.
That'll do.
All right. Oh. One thing, let me know in the chat what you think about these ghost hunting shows. One thing I don't like about ghost hunting shows is the scary tension music that they put. Because if you're really listening for something, they're making it almost too easy and it's lazy. They should have no music in there so that if you as an audience member catch something that maybe they didn't or the producers didn't, then you can let them know about it. I think that would be more fun for the audience. And also, when these devices catch phrases, they put the phrase that they think it is up on the screen. Maybe,
exactly.
Yeah, maybe if it's something that is very hard to discern, maybe it's something in another language. You know,
Yes.
somebody saying a phrase in another language may sound like something else to you in English or Swedish or German or whatever you're speaking. So for them to cement what they think it is with text on the screen is doing a disservice. And
No, I agree.
I'm not talking
I
about
agree.
these guys. I'm talking about these ghost shows.
Yeah, and as Droning on Live was saying, even if those devices did pick up voices, it's most likely to be faint analog radio stations, that type of thing. And that's what we had with Paranormal Wales UK last week, the one on last week's show, where they were using EVP, but they were using the app that does replace it with pre-recorded, and it did just sound like a radio station being clipped, essentially.
And by the way, El Smeghead, yes, good idea. He's going to make a playlist of all the videos on this channel and just set it to run on loop every night.
Perfect.
I don't mind. Feel free to do that. All right, let's see what we got here. And that device on the floor is a what?
That's the
Electro-
EMF.
EMF.
Yeah, and the lights will go up as it detects things.
Not the KLF. That's a Scottish band.
Agent K says ghosts only speak English.
What did he say?
Ghosts only speak English, so you've got no problem with.
It's not like the aviation industry. Isn't that funny? How like they picked English to.
Yes.
It's so funny. Just a quick aside. I'm so distracted. There's drone people here. In the aviation industry, English is what you're supposed to speak as a pilot, and you know, in any radio communication. So it's funny hearing some really, really broken English in some of these recordings. I'm not going to mimic it because that would be offensive, but it's hilarious if you can get a hold of some of that audio. It's funny. All right.
Definitely.
Who said me?
There's some cobwebs blowing around.
Or are they?
Oh, is that the ghost? Oh, it was the ghost. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh,
Oh.
okay. It's a little girl, and she was horribly maimed by her parents. Now walks these halls. Yeah, that spiderweb looks a lot better with this music.
Well, they were actually wondering if it's a will-o'-wisp, as they call it, or as they call it over in the UK, jack-o'-lantern.
What
which
is
actually
a will-o'-wisp?
Where this type of paranormal item comes up is that they thought that they were ghosts actually leading things like the old stagecoaches astray to crash into swampland and that type of thing. What they then obviously realized with science later on is that these little things were actually swamp gas.
All right. I apologize for my dismissive tone.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize in advance. When you use infrared in these ghost hunts, you will get artifacts and little pieces of dust will light up like neon, along
Yes.
with spider webs, which is what I suspect this is.
Yeah, or the skeptic of the group, even he himself says he thinks it's something like swamp gas or something because it's a very prevalent area for that around there. So he said it could literally be anything. And he also brings up on the video himself that the infrared side of things sways it a little bit. But that brings up why, of course, the future well-lit paranormal investigations will be so pure if you ever do find a ghost, because it's not going to be infrared, it's not going to be dark bathrooms and this type of thing. It's going to be a very well lit room, and you're going to be face to face with them if you ever find anything.
I'm really raising the bar because no doubt there's footage of paranormal stuff happening in the daytime in well lit rooms. So that's what I'm looking for. I think if you ghost hunt in the dark, you're just inviting a bunch of false positives. And Sean's gone. And that's Skype saying, and Sean's back. Welcome back, Sean.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show.
The ghost got me.
Yeah, that's what it is. The ghost of Verizon. Ooh, Verizon. So what I was saying is, if you ghost hunt in the dark, you're inviting a lot of misinformation. You're inviting a lot of false positives. But somebody said something funny. Oh, El Smeghead, of course. He said it's dandruff in the wind. All we are is dandruff in the wind. Is there anything else on here that we need to check out?
No, sir. That was it on that one.
All right. Again, if you're a ghost hunting group, if you're someone who found something compelling and would like to open yourself up to ridicule, I mean to have it critiqued by I don't mean to be a douche, just sometimes I am. Anyway, I want to believe. So send in your stuff, send in your good stuff so that one day I can believe. Welllitparanormal@gmail.com. I'm a skeptic. So your thoughts on that?
Firstly, a big shout out to Open Ghost Hunters, whose videos those last two were, because they are they're the kind of guys that I enjoy watching from the point of view that they're not trying to create things, but the chap who is the believer will lead us more along that path, of course. But they are also open to humor and to things being pulled apart, which is fantastic. So, okay. And they're only in Tennessee, so you never know. We might see them on Well Lit Paranormal at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to go with some established.
The invite is there from them. So.
Oh, good. And I'm gonna thumbs up their video here, and let's see what they're talking about here.
The mausoleum out. And that place is pretty cool. Even at nighttime, it didn't have as big of a creep factor to it. You think so, Chris?
No, it wasn't that bad. But
I don't think it was too bad.
It wasn't too active.
Yeah, it was kind of dead tonight, believe it or not. It was
By the way, just very quickly,
actually more active during the day.
Who does this guy look like? Who's that guy look like?
Kelly Green?
No. You know who he looks like?
No, go on.
Michael Stipe.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
From REM? What?
Oh, yes, he does.
Doesn't
wow.
he? Looks like the lead singer of REM.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A younger Michael Stipe. Michael Stipe is...
You'll have to take your ukulele sound effect with you when you go to see them.
You mean banjo.
Banjo,
that's what you meant, yeah. Yeah, if you're out in Tennessee somewhere, you go down a dirt road, you hear banjos, turn around.
You've gone too far.
You've gone too far. Or get ready to throw down with some moonshine. All right. Coming up on an hour. Okay. I'll try to limit these things to an hour and 90 minutes. But if it's getting good, what else we got?
Well, the next up is from a group called Saving Ghosts in the UK, and this chap actually does do some of his investigations in the daytime, which was a little bit refreshing to begin with.
Oh,
but
good.
This was an example of the app that I was talking about. So the last one showed the Banshee machine, which isn't trying to pick anything up and match it to recorded words. This chap is using the recorded words app. And it just shows you the difference in results that you can gain. And this is a haunted, abandoned railway tunnel.
Okay. And is this around the time where we should 12 and a half or?
Yep, 12:20 round there. 12 and a half is perfect.
All right. Let's check it out.
Can you give me your name, please? I thought I heard Bert. Can you confirm, please? I heard that, thank you. You're able to take the noises from this device, manipulate them, and I'll be able to hear you, okay? Can you tell me how you died, please?
let me pause this very quickly. Just to put things in context. The technology we have is really astonishing what we're using. If you would take just the clip that we saw and played it for someone 100 years ago, they'd be like, okay, ghosts are real. That's it. I'm out. You know, we tend to become as society a little more sophisticated as time goes on. Hopefully, most of us. I mean, you go up on the hills, you're going to find some backwoods. Anyway. So hopefully that's the case. But people 100 years ago, they would saw that and be like, that's it. Done and done. Ghosts are real. But right now we have the context of history and how technology has developed, and also that it could be BS. You don't know, but really this kind of device, the layman really doesn't understand fully how it's working. Once you get an idea of what it's doing, then you can make an informed decision about whether or not you believe it. So, that said, let's go back and listen to some more of this.
Yes.
Did you die in a car accident in this area? I see that, thank you. Do you feel stuck in this area?
Just to be clear, we're not actually hearing the voices of the ghosts themselves. This is another one of those.
Correct. This is one of those apps that which I've actually downloaded myself to go test. I'm going to go test it this week in the woods opposite my house during the day. And just to show that these things will pick up things from anywhere.
Oh, good.
Much.
You can do some.
I mean, do some testing with it.
The UK, Europe, that's, Africa. It's the cradle of civilization. So much older than where I live. So there's a lot more history, a lot more dead people. So this in the tunnel. I mean, it's creepy, right? But I think you have to suspend disbelief a little bit.
You do. There's a big leap there.
Yeah.
Gregory Hurst in the chat has got it exactly. Just install any generic speech to text library in your app, program it to listen for can you, name, etc., and the program responds. Easy to fake, and that is the issue, which is why, as you saw with the chaps in Tennessee, people are trying to move on to more basic rigs, actual physical rigs,
because
rather
these people
than relying on technology.
These people that create apps are targeting people that want to believe, and if you want to believe, they're going to have an app that helps you believe.
Exactly.
Just a quick aside from Sunrise Water Media. let me wash my COVID away real quick. Sunrise Water Media is a huge supporter of the channel, and thank you for doing that. And they say, Ken, may I recommend a podcast about people's real life stories with the paranormal? Yes, in fact, I'm going to have my mom on TNL, I think this week, talking about ghosts and how I met a ghost as a kid, and I played with a ghost as a kid, a ghost boy named Bobby the Ghost. Yeah,
that sounds
so, no,
scary.
that's a great idea. Let's listen a little bit more of this. And where is this guy based?
He's in the UK. He's in the Midlands.
Okay, I come with peace, guys. I come with love and light.
But he's got an American accent. What's up with that?
Oh, I'm sure he's actually from Saving Ghosts in the UK.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
There couldn't be any Americans living in the UK, right?
Possibly. It's the same as someone from Bristol living in.
No, you're right. See how the app does that little screen dance thing to add to the.
That's right, and as Dronning on Live was saying, the app is hilarious. He hopes it's not a paid for app, because then it's kind of a fraud. And that's my problem with this kind of thing in the paranormal sphere. Is there are so many things that cost money that will guarantee you results essentially, but they're fake, and that's a big problem I have with that kind of thing.
If you want to pay $4 to reinforce your belief in ghosts, then you're going to do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. your choice. I wish I wasn't such a cynic. It probably makes me just a more miserable. I have a more miserable old man baseline. I can feel myself becoming more crotchety as I get older. Yeah. I think I probably 10 years ago I believed in ghosts more than I do now. Now I'm like,
I'm the same. I'm the same.
Get off my lawn, ghost. You know. All right. What do we have next here?
Oh, I've just lost my sheet there a second. Bear with me.
I just clicked on. I'll click on this one. We'll see what this one is.
Thank you.
This is from. Oh, this is these guys again. Stand by for awesome.
So that was one in the old railway tunnel. The next one is from Birmingham Ghost Hunters in the UK, and I tried to do a Birmingham accent then.
Birmingham.
And it really didn't work. And this is Anne and her friends, and again, using to highlight this the use of this type of app, with them actually getting some EVP at a private house investigation which they carried out.
All right, and this is at the point where we should listen.
7. That's perfect.
All right. Looks like they're using the same
Yeah,
app.
well, no, we've seen
Absolutely.
a good few in the next room that we're going to take you in a minute. There's
That can't all be changed.
I've seen all sorts in the mirror. They've got 2 mirrors in there.
Put it on the bed.
Think so.
That is going nuts.
Yeah, but I don't want to be too close to it.
I know, if we're putting it anywhere and it's going nuts.
Turn it off and reset it.
It's probably the signal from you.
I love how the app maker has made it glitch.
Mine's on.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. You know, it just lends it, gives it more credence, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, possibly, Jane. Yes, we do think there's a child here, yeah.
And ask again, is there a soldier in the garden?
Oh, I'm following this orb.
An orb.
There's an elemental, I'm called it.
Very much like police investigations that will lead an investigation. You don't want to bring a suspect in and say something like, "Did you kill your wife in the car?"
That's right.
You know, you want to just let them offer the information. So you don't want to ask a ghost, are you a soldier that died in the war? Because a yes or no is easier to get from an app. What's this device down here? This
That's another form of the EMF. It's just another version of it from another manufacturer, basically.
Okay, I'm learning about all these devices. Fascinating.
And we've still got Robert and Pam.
Is the elemental in the garden?
They've got some interesting shoes. Those are the shiniest shoes I've ever seen, I think.
Some shiny bases of the shoes, certainly.
Are shiny shoes popular in England?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
But I
know if
don't
there's a
sit around dark rooms with phone torches to highlight them, though. So perhaps I'm not in the cool gang.
Does anybody in the UK use the word flashlight? Nobody does. Do they?
Yes. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Is it interchangeable? Because it's not here. Nobody says.
I think
torch.
actually more because most of the mobile phones, cell phones, have the flashlight app, or they call it the flashlight on them. But certainly before that, no, it was torch.
I think it's probably because of all of the movie and TV content that comes out of the United States that you guys would pick up on stuff like that. Because otherwise, I don't think anybody would say flashlight.
So I have the same app that people were using in those videos, and I'm going to show just how easy it is by popping over to the woods opposite me this week, and you'll see that on the next show.
Okay.
What I managed to capture.
All right, and I still want to find my ghost footage from my security camera at work.
Yes. It's on one of your TNLs as well, isn't it?
It is. I just don't know which one. Talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst yourselves, please.
Is there any more? Do we have anything more?
That's it for the links and bits and pieces for this week's show. We've got some more coming up next week, which is fun as well.
Great. If you want to send something in, if you're a group, you got some cool video, anything paranormal, and you want to share it on the stream next time, and you can come back next week, Sean?
Yes, absolutely. I'll be here next week.
Okay. wellitparanormal@gmail.com. By the way, this is brought to you by Epidemic Sound. Remember, if you want copyright-free music, if it's not epidemic, it's crap. That's our slogan. If it's not epidemic, it's crap.
And with that email address coming up, Armando Garcia, I've seen you've put a few things in the chat about some of your investigations. Do feel free to reach out and email us. It'll be good to we can have a chat over Messenger and get some more information from you. It'll be good to know.
Okay. I think I might have found it.
He seems to understand some of the tech that's being used there as well, and uses slightly different versions for his own investigations.
Okay, cool. Nah, maybe I didn't. And now here's Sean with a joke.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Alexa, tell me a Halloween joke.
Why didn't the zombie eat the mannequin?
Why?
It was a no-brainer.
No. That wasn't very good, was it?
No. Alexa, tell me another Halloween joke.
Ooh.
What bugs do vampires love?
What?
Mosquitoes, because they want to suck your blood.
I think the funny part was hearing Alexa put on an accent. Oh,
yeah,
now
she
she's
gets
gonna
points
talk to
from
me.
me from that point of view.
Yeah.
What do ghosts serve at dinner parties?
What?
Poultry-geists.
And with that, that's about it. We did a solid hour. That's good. I hope everybody in the chat had fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah. All right, we had a decent number of people watching.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Very good. I don't know when our next actual investigation will be. It'll be something, maybe the Bell Witch. Senator Whitney Westerfield, state senator of Kentucky, suggested the Bell Witch cave. It's a cave. So I wouldn't mind going in there.
That'd be very cool.
And if you have any suggestions, anything at all, on how to make this stream or the channel better, wellitparanormal@gmail.com. There's a link in the description to Sean's channel, Geeksvana. Check it out. You may have noticed some drones in the background there. It's kind of what he does. All right. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Boo!
And bye!
Oh, yeah, that's good. Very good. Very good. Bye. Gracefully bow out. There we go. Bye, everybody. All right, it's enough of that.